Hello everybody, my name is Jorge Reyes, and today I'll be going over the concept of internalized racism. I peer mentor up at Bryan Middle School, and I'll try to answer the prompt of identity. So I'll go ahead and start off with the definition of internalized racism. Internalized racism, one of the definitions that I found most useful and understandable to me, that applies more to me, was that internalized racism is the personal, conscious, or subconscious acceptance of the dominant society's racist views, stereotypes, and biases of one's ethnic group. Basically hating yourself for being what you are in any kind of race. So you're committing racism towards yourself, thus making that internalized racism. So relating it to my service learning site, on that very first day that I had to go and mentor, I remember sitting down at the table where I was assigned to a bunch of kids, and right away a little girl asked me, "Are you Mexican?" And so with that I was like, yeah. And then I kind of brushed it off right away because I just didn't like the thought of being categorized as Mexican right away. So that was one instance. And then another instance was, as the days went on of mentoring, the kids kind of forgot my name, and then they started guessing what my name was. And so they would only guess names such as Jose, Julio, Juan, Enrique, all those other names. And so I was kind of mad that they would only be guessing kind of those kind of names. And so it's just basically kind of a constant battle of like, why are they calling me Mexican? Do I look that Mexican or what? I just kind of didn't like that. So how did that question my identity? Basically, it was a constant battle for me to see what I was. If I was not Mexican, then what was I? Was I trying to make myself believe that I was white? Probably. This is why I like the concept of internalized racism, because I really took that to heart, that I would be hating myself and never really realizing that it was called internalized racism. So that's why I like ethnic studies, because that reason I learned that there is nothing wrong with you. Kind of decolonizing the minds that there is nothing wrong with anybody. Basically, everybody's the same on the inside, and anybody can make it through whatever they need to do. And so internalized racism for me really kind of switched my view of who I was, and I really did identify myself as Mexican, and I now more proudly embrace that, hey, there's nothing wrong with being Mexican. I don't know if I have fully completely lost the internalized racism, because if you take my name, my actual name is Jorge Reyes, but I like being called Jorge Reyes, so in that sense I could be said that I still go for internalized racism. But that was one of the concepts that I really took to heart, and so I hope you all got something out of it too. So thanks so much for watching, and catch you all around.